Hello, everybody. How are we? I hope you're having a fun morning this morning. I've decided to jump on and have a chat with you and have a bit of a crafting session with you. So how are we all? It's Sunday morning here, so I'm having a lovely morning. And I thought what I would do today is actually have a bit of a fun time with a colour challenge that Stampin' Up actually gave us. And I think it's awesome when we can do a colour challenge. It's a really great way of expanding your mind, getting you to push yourself out of your comfort zone, getting you to actually use probably colours that you wouldn't normally use. So I think it's great in that respect that we can have a bit of fun like that. Just bear with me while I just share into some of the groups and I will be right with you. So if you're jumping on this morning, please say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and please share this onto your Facebook so that any other crafters that you may be friends with may be able to have a bit of a fun time crafting with us as well. Now, if my air conditioner is too loud, if you can hear that and it's really loud, please let me know. Good morning, Sharon, Camelia, Jacqueline, Linda, Matthew. Hey, Matthew, how you going? Vicky, g'day, Vicky. Carol, Brenda, Beryl, Joanne, Laurie, Nolene. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. So, all I've got is a couple of stamp sets out and I've got the colours out. And, oh, and behind me, I have some card bases and things. Can you see the big pile behind me? Can you see that big pile? Can you see that? That's all my retired product. So that's clearing out, getting ready for the new. So I will be having a big sale on my retired product. So if anyone's interested and you live in Australia, let me know, because those little beauties will be going on sale in the near future. So how are we all? I hope you're having a great time. How's the weather where you are? How are you going with your social distancing? Are you coping? Is everything okay? Are you coping with not seeing too many people and being at home? I mean, my day really hasn't changed because I'm always at home anyway. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Patty. Thank you for watching. Canada, California. Sound is quite loud. Well, just need to turn the sound down a little bit, maybe. Okay, well, maybe I need to not talk so loud. It's because my my computer, let me see what audio I have. Same as system. Yeah, my Logitech webcam is the mic. So that's probably why. Let me see if I can. Let me see. I don't want to have that. Okay, I don't think I can change it. Yeah, my Logitech webcam is the mic. So, oh, we didn't need to hear all that. Audio settings, here we go. Okay, let's turn the mic down a bit. Let's see if this works. Come on. It won't let me do it. Maybe I had to do that. Automatically adjust the microphone. No. Okay. How does that sound? Is that sounding better? Input level. Hello, everyone. Oh, no, really, Jacqueline? Wet and rainy. Okay, I've just turned it down a bit. I don't know why it's so loud. It's saying input level loud, but anyway. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Volume's good for you, Matthew. Yeah, hopefully that's a little bit better. Output volume, speaker. Yeah, anyway, I think I've changed it a little bit. I sound great. Thank you, Geraldine. All right, so my idea is let's get to crafting. Do you think? Sounds perfect for you? It's fine here. Okay, no worries. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so let's get down onto the desk and let's see what we can craft with. Oh, look at that. All right, so push that back. Okay, so I've got a couple of different stamp sets here today. I've got Pop of Petals, I've got Very Versailles, and I've got Positive Thoughts. So I thought I'm going to use the same color scheme for all of them. I just will do a different card for each stamp set is my plan. Okay, so I just want to put these, where can I put these that they're going to be out of the way? Let's pop them just there. Okay, now when I need to find my stamp sets and I say to everybody, where are my stamp sets? They're over to my left, okay? So when I say I've lost those stamp sets, I don't know where they are, they're over to my left. So this is the color scheme that we're doing, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie, and Pear Pizzazz. So, so that is what we're going to be playing with. Now, with this, our Pop of Petals will be leaving us, sadly, in our new catalogue. Now, you'll see here, can you see the little dot that I've made down here on this punch? And what you'll see is, on my stamps, I've made a little dot as well. So I've made that dot to make sure I know that that's actually how that punch is going to punch that flower out, because this flower is not symmetrical. So it's a little bit crazy. It's got some weird shaped petals. It's not a symmetrical flower. So I've done that on all of my stamps so that I know that when I go to stamp, I need to stamp that with that down in that bottom right-hand corner. So there'll be some stamps that you'll come across in your stamping that will be like that. So that's the reason why I did that with these stamps. So I'm just going to grab some blocks. And I think I'm going to do the butterfly. Just for something really super cute. Now, I have no plans here, people. I'm just going with the flow. So depending on what happens here, Lord knows. But anyway, I've cut a whole heap of card bases. I've cut layers. So we will go with the flow and see what happens. All right, so what I'm actually going to do, I want a scrap piece of paper because I don't actually want to, I'll grab another piece of white. I don't actually want to use that layer just yet. Okay, so I'm going to stamp some butterflies. So I think I'm going to stamp some butterflies in the 3 colors. So I'm going to stamp a Pear Pizzazz butterfly. Now, as you can see, I've got my dot down here so that when I go to punch it out with my punch, it will be in the right direction. Okay, so I'm going to do that one there. I'll clean that off. I'm going to do a pumpkin pie one. Okay. And I'm also going to do a Night of Navy butterfly. So a Night of Navy one there. So Pear Pizzazz, Pumpkin Pie, and Night of Navy. All right, so I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch those out with my punch. Now, hopefully I've marked these stamps the right way that it's going to punch out, and it is. It's going to punch out nicely. Although, okay, I now know what I'm going to have to do. So like that. Because can you see what happens? When you punch it out, it loses the cute little thing, the little antennas. But it's okay. I've decided I'm going to do something else that will make up for that. Totally okay. All right. Punch those out. So I've got 3 cute butterflies. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp those butterflies now here on my Whisper White layer on the front. So I'm going to stamp a Night of Navy one over here. Okay, I'll clean that off with my handy dandy chamois. Who loves their chamois? Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments here. I need to move that so I can see the comments. Hey, Linda, how you going? Your videos would be 3 hours long, Geraldine, if you were winging it. I don't know. I just do what I do. Hi, Donna. Looking forward to watching you. I really, really need time out to veg out and play. Malame from the beautiful White Mountains of, is it Arizona? Lovely for you to join me, Marla. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this one over here because I want to be able to put the other one in the middle and make it even on both sides. So I've stamped my Pear Pizzazz one over there. Vicky's saying she loves Arizona. Well, thank you, and I'm glad I can be a little bit of an escape for you, Marla. That's what it's all about. And I'm seriously thinking, I know it's not probably going to suit you people over in the US, but I'm seriously thinking about doing just a nightly YouTube, one card every night, or maybe on Facebook. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, all right, so I'm going to do that. Now, I need some sentiments because I haven't got a sentiment with this stamp. So let me see if there's a sentiment in. Oh, I think we could have a beautiful day out of this stamp set, which would be awesome. So this is out of the Very Versailles. So I'm just going to pop that on there. It says, have a lovely day, a beautiful day, sorry. Okay, so I think I'm going to stamp that down there. All right, so I'm going to pop these beautiful butterflies up on some dimensionals. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is use a little bit of my Wink of Stella on my butterflies. Now, when you use Wink of Stella on anything that you've colored, it will move the color. And I'm okay with that because I want my gorgeous butterflies to have a little bit of color in on their wings. So can you see that it may be a bit hard to see in that light, but it's moving a little bit of that Pear Pizzazz around on the butterfly and giving it just a slight hint of the Pear Pizzazz for the butterfly. Now, I always clean off my Wink of Stella when I'm going to change colors. So just on your chamois is fine. And I'll go through and do the pumpkin pie one. So I'm just doing those inner wings and the body. I'm not actually doing the outer wings. I'm still leaving those without the Wink of Stella. So leaving those with the white edging. But you can see it's moving a little bit of the color. Maybe if you've got me on big screen on TV. I've got a new TV, everyone. I got a smart TV for my birthday and it's out in my craft room. And I absolutely love it. Who has a smart TV? I absolutely love it. I can watch YouTube on the big screen. I haven't decided to watch myself on big screen yet. I haven't actually got into that, but I've started watching some of my favorite people that I love watching on YouTube. And I've started watching them on my big smart screen, big screen TV, and I love it. And it's so awesome. I didn't have to have like the TV aerial socket out here because I'm only watching YouTube and Netflix. So while I craft, I can watch some of my favorite shows, which is going to be awesome. Okay, so there we have some cute little butterflies with Wink of Stella on them. You have one, Christine? Yeah, I love my smart TV. I think it's fantastic. You love listening to my accent, Marla? Really? I keep saying I don't have an accent. It's all you guys that have the accent, not me. Don't you agree? It's you with the accent, not me. I'm a purebred Aussie. Just kidding. Born and bred here. All right, so I'm going to pop those cute butterflies up now on these dimensionals. So you probably think, why in the world did you stamp that there? And then you're going to pop it up on dimensionals. But you can see it then gives us a butterfly that we can have its wings popping up. See? And then it has its body down underneath. So we kill two birds with one stone. And we've got the antennas now. Because when we cut it with the punch, the antennas disappeared. That was a little bit of quick thinking for me there in the... So Deanna says that she has a smart TV too, and you love it. Yeah, I agree. I think I was so pleased to get that as my birthday present. Okay, so we have that. And I've just thought of something. I needed to cut that down. Let me see if I can get my little baby trimmer. Where is my baby trimmer? Okay, can't get the baby trimmer, but I'll use the other one instead. I don't know where my baby trimmer's gone. Panic, everyone. Baby trimmer's gone missing. Okay, I need to cut a little bit off these, and this is going to be scary because I've got the butterfly there. But anyway, it is what it is. Because I just remembered my layer for the other part is cut at the same size, but that's okay. See, when all else fails, incorporate something that you weren't going to do, but not a problem. All right, so I think I'm going to, with this, have a beautiful day, and hopefully I've got that nice and straight on that block. I'm going to pop have a beautiful day down here in that bottom corner. Have a beautiful day. And I'm thinking I need some sort of ribbon. Okay, some sort of ribbon, people. What can we have? I'm thinking cute little baker's twine. Why not? Seeing the baker's twine is leaving us. I'll use a little bit of white baker's twine down here to pop a little bit of a strip of baker's twine going around. So this is how I cheat. Pop a bit of double-sided tape in there, and then I'm going to wrap it around that layer where I want it to be, how I want it to be. So I'm thinking about 3. Yep, that looks good. But can you see that? And then I'm just going to, with another bit of double-sided tape, pop another bit of double-sided tape over that and trim it off. Easy peasy. So just like that. All right. I'm so slow at this card at the moment, but I'm thinking as I'm going along. That's my problem. Okay, so we might do, I'm thinking a pear pizzazz base. So now my base is cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches. And I'll use my bone folder to crease that nicely. And then I'm going to pop that onto a piece of Night of Navy. So that is why I cut that down, so I could get that gorgeous edging of the Night of Navy. So I'm going to glue that on with my liquid Tombow. Who else is crafting today? What are you crafting? What stamp set are you using? Actually, you know what? Let's have a discussion about, if you've seen the retirement list, what is the one biggest disappointment? What is the one bundle that you are really upset that it's leaving? Tell me what was your favorite bundle and you're really upset that it didn't make it through to the next catalog. Okay. Now, I'm looking at that thinking, that's okay, but it needs something else. It needs a little bit more. So I'm thinking I might actually spritz it. And I'm thinking I might spritz it with my pear pizzazz. So this is a really neat trick, and I need to move everything out of the way so I don't get spritzing all over it. Anyway, hopefully it'll be out of the way. So this is a neat trick of when you've got something that looks a little bit plain, and I'm looking at that thinking, yeah, it looks a little bit plain. I'm just going to take the brush tip end of my marker and I'm just going to spritz on my card. And that's totally enough. But can you see how that has just taken that stark white look off it? So I just think that that just, I don't know, gives it that special touch, I think. And then I'm going to pop that up onto the front. The Parisian, I know, Linda, I was really surprised that the Eiffel Tower set's going. Very surprised, because I thought it was a very popular set. That actually did surprise me. You're making a card for your son-in-law, Karen? That sounds like fun. What set are you using? Timeless Tulips is still in, Deanna. Timeless Tulips is still with us. I have, yeah, it's still going through to the new catalog. So you don't have to panic. Timeless Tulips is still there. You're participating, Vicky says she's participating in a virtual crafting get-together tomorrow afternoon. That sounds super awesome, Vicky. Is it through Zoom? Okay, so I've got here, I can never get that to work. Christine, what can't you get to work? Is it the spritzing? And if it is the spritzing, you may be sneaking on it a little bit too carefully. You don't sneak on it, you get it in there and you spritz it. You give it a good flick. All right, so that, and I'm thinking I need to make a cute little double bow, and bear with me everyone, you know what I'm like at tying bows with baker's twine. You know baker's twine and I do not play nicely together. So hopefully we will get a cute little bow. Baker's twine and I are just not that friendly. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem to like me too much. Although that's not too bad today. I could probably give myself about a 6 out of 10 for that one. It worked okay, not too bad. Hitting the pen to make it go shh. Okay, so you actually don't hit the pen. What you do is you flick it. So you get the point in here and you flick like that. So you flick it out of the lid. And as you get onto that edge and flick, give it a good flick, but make sure, it takes practice, but make sure you get it directed in the right spot too. You don't want to flick all over, say, your iPad screen that you're watching something on your iPad. You don't want to flick it all over that screen that's sitting like half a meter away from you, because that can tend to happen. Okay, so there we have. Have a beautiful day. Now I'm going to do an insert for it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do, I like the Night of Navy butterfly, so I think I'm just going to do a Night of Navy butterfly on the insert, and I just put Night of Navy all over my finger. Night of Navy butterfly on the insert, just there, like that. Bit of wink. Where did my wink of Stella go there? Bit of wink on the butterfly, and so you can see that moving that blue ink around. I actually don't mind when Wink of Stella does that. I love it. I feel like it's like using our blender pens, and you can blend a bit of the color around onto your gorgeous butterfly, which I think is super cute. If I didn't do the Wink of Stella, I suppose this card would have been a lot quicker than what it has been, but anyway. What else have we got to do on a day like today when we can't go anywhere, we can't socialize, we have to stay at home? So we may as well spend a little while watching someone craft. Hopefully you're crafting with me. Hopefully you're getting out your crafting products and getting into it with me. Don't wear white when you're spritzing, Jenny. That could be a hint to go with. So Jenny's just made a rule up, do not wear white when you're spritzing, because you might end up with it all over you. And I mean, like, everyone keeps saying that our inks are water-based, but I don't know, like if you were wearing white and you got Night of Navy all over your white shirt, I don't know how much of that would wash out. All right, so there we have a super quick, easy card using the pop of petals and that color scheme. So hopefully you're not going to get bored with the color scheme while I make all these cards, but you know, it is what it is. Beth, I'm going to make you want to buy it. I can tell you, Beth, it was one of my favorite stamp sets. So that's why I was like, I'm going to use the pop of petals this morning. Yeah. Super cute, I think. All right, so we'll move that one out of the way. And I've got rid of the popper petals because I've done it. So I'll move it behind me so I can get less things on my desk, and I'll pop my marker away. All right, so, and I'll pop that one over there, put it away later. All right, so our next stamp set that we have is Positive Thoughts, or what was the other one that I just, Very Versailles. I might do Very Versailles first. I'll do Positive Thoughts last. Okay, Very Versailles. Leave a little sparkle unicorns. Oh, you're laying in bed relaxing, Vicky. What time is it, Vicky? What time is it there? It's actually probably not too bad, is it, Vicky, in Canada? It's the US where it would be later. You know that blueberry bushel washing out of my cat's fur. He sat on it and had a blue bum. Oh, no, Jenny. I never make a bad card. Thank you. All right. So I think I might do a Whisper White base this time. Now I'm sure. Yeah, I did score one there. So I'm going to use a Whisper White base. And I think I'm going to use maybe a pear pizzazz layer. So I'm going to crease my, no, so my Whisper White base is, once again, cut at 5 3/4 by 8 inches, scored at 4 inches. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a pear pizzazz layer. I also think I wouldn't mind a Night of Navy layer. And then do a little bit of stamping on here. So I think that's looking all right. So, and I need one of these for that. All right, so I've got a bit of trimming to do here. So I'll grab my trimmer again. I need to cut these layers down a bit. So pear pizzazz is going to be all right. I need to actually know, yeah, I need to cut down the Night of Navy. So I'll do Night of Navy instead of 5 1/2. We might do 5 3/8. I might just have a slither of that pear pizzazz in behind. So 5 3/8 and 3 5/8. So I'm cutting it down 1/8 of an inch smaller than my pear pizzazz layer. So we've got that happening, which I think is looking quite nice. So then this one has to go to 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. Sorry, 3 1/2. All right. And that will give me that as a layer, which is really good. Yes. Okay. So can you see that? I've got the gorgeous 16th of an inch border all the way around. Okay. Actually, it's probably about 1/8 of an inch, but you get some really nice layers with doing that. All right. So now I'm going to bring in my stamp set, which is here. Okay. So I think writing wise, actually, I want to do something a little bit different here. I want to, before I do that bit, I want to bring in one of our masks, which I've got one here. And I want to do a little bit of sponging just to make this look a little bit different. And let me see what color ink I have here. I need a scrap piece of paper. I don't even know what color that is, but that's okay. That's what we will use. All right. So I'm thinking I may do this with some pear pizzazz. So I'm going to use one of our decorative masks, and I'm just going to ink up one of my oval brushes, which I just got my fingernail in that one again. I so need my fingernails done. Okay. So I'm just going to do a hint of some sponging in the middle of that card. I don't want it all over the card. I just want it in the middle of the card, just like that. Can you see that? So we're going to create a really, really cute background to start off with. All right. And then I think we're going to, with the writing stamp, we may do that one in pumpkin pie. We'll try that. I am totally winging this, so I'm hoping this is going to turn out all right, but we will see. Okay, so I'm going to ink up that writing stamp, and I'm going to do that there. Ooh, who's liking the look of this? And maybe there. Ooh, I like that. Okay, now the next thing I want to use is this gorgeous leaf. I absolutely love this stamp. Let me see whether I've got a block here that will fit on. I think that will fit on that one. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get really bold here, and I'm going to do Night of Navy leaf. Winging it often makes the best cards. Yeah. True. 65 today and sunny. Beautiful. Well, that's lovely, Vicky. I'm so glad for you that you've got some nice warm weather. I've got, can anyone see that? I've got a gilded gem stuck on my block. Need to get that off. Okay. So do I want to come down from the left? Sorry, down from the right or down from the left with that? Or I'm thinking I want to load all this up on one side. So I'm thinking I want to do that. Perfect weather for you, Marla. Hello, Carol from the USA, from Connecticut. Hello. So that's looking quite pretty. Just saying. All right, what else have we got in this? Always thinking of you. I think that will be a great sentiment to have. I'm just going to grab a strip of cardstock. Now, let me see. Always thinking of you. Yep, that will fit. So I need one of those little narrow blocks. Where are they? Is that one? Yes. Okay. And I'm thinking I'm going to do this Always Thinking of You in Night of Navy. Oh, I want a thinner strip. Oh, I want a thinner strip than that one. Let's bring in this one. Might be a bit better. Always Thinking of You. That looks good. Oops, sorry, and my head's in the way. I keep forgetting that my webcam is above my head there now. Always Thinking of You. So I do apologize for sticking my head in the camera. My old phone used to be like further across, and yeah. All right, so let's start building this up. So I want to pop this one on with some liquid glue. Onto my Pear Pizzazz layer with that gorgeous fine border all the way around. Then I want to pop this one on. Just like that. I'm actually loving this color scheme. Pumpkin pie is not one of my favorite colors. I don't use pumpkin pie that often at all. Oh, I've hit the 100 mark. I've got 104 people watching. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for sharing. Teresa says, the World Suite coming out is going to be so great for masculine cards. Yes, yes. We've got some lovely things coming in our new catalogue. Very, very lovely things coming. But we've got some super awesome specials at the moment. So if you haven't checked out the Last Chance products. I suggest you check out those Last Chance products, people, because they are awesome, and I would really, really appreciate your online orders. It helps me. It's my full-time job. This crafting is my full-time job, and I am so lucky. I'm the luckiest person in the world to be able to do crafting as my full-time job. Who else out there thinks that I'm pretty lucky to be able to do crafting as my full-time job? I must admit, I actually said the other day, I work more now than I ever have, and I've owned a business since I was 21 years of age, and I'm now 51. So for 30 years in my life, I've owned my own hairdressing business, and I discovered Stampin' Up, and I can tell you my world has totally changed since I discovered Stampin' Up. So I absolutely love being a part of a crafting community. It's awesome. And I think the crafting is getting us through this social distancing thing. So, all right, I'm thinking that's great. I feel like I want to fussy cut that. No, I feel like I want to do something with it. I want to trim the ends, I think. You heard there are goats in the new catalogue. Well, you know what? I will be able to order from the new catalogue as of the 5th of May. And whatever I get, my new products, you'll have to be watching this channel because I will be using the new products as soon as I get them. All right, so I want to put something behind that because I want to pay tribute to something else which I'm super, super sad is going. Our metallic thread will be leaving us in the new catalogue. So I want to pay tribute to the silver thread. You remember a goat and a hippo. I can't talk too much. We're not supposed to be talking about it until, until it comes out, ladies. I know there's a lot of you demos that are on here. But for all of the customers that are on here, if you're a customer of mine and if you've ordered off me in the last 6 months, you will be automatically getting a catalogue. If you have not ordered from me and you would like to get onto my catalogue list, you can suggest a catalogue from me by sending me an email or by jumping on over to my website, which is stampingwithdonnag.com. And you can send me a message and tell me that you want to grab a new catalogue. There is also a link on my Facebook business page as well, if you wanted to use that link and get onto my catalogue mailing list. Because I will be ordering my catalogue. So can you see that? I'm popping that silver thread into that double-sided tape that I've put on the back of my sentiment layer. Now, I want to grab, you probably can't see it in the video, but there's an end to this twine. So I want to make sure I've got the end stuck into that double-sided tape. So we're just having like a messy little scrolly, and you can see that just gives it something, a little bit of oomph. So I'm just going to pop some dimensionals on the back of that and pop it up on the front. So this is card number 2, and I am winging it with these colors, but it's helped me having a color scheme. So I think that makes it a little bit easier. Okay. And I'm going to do an insert for this, and you may say, why would you put a white insert in a white card? But that is just me. Each to their own personal choice, but that is just me. I'm going to bring in my scrap piece of paper again because I want to bring a little bit of that front to the inside of the card. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab my mask wherever I put my mask. Did anyone see where I put the mask? Oh, behind me here. Okay, and I'm going to grab that Pear Pizzazz. I'm not even going to re-ink that. I'm just going to, whatever is left on there, I'm just going to do a little bit there. And you can see there was still enough in that oval makeup brush to be able to do that. I'm going to grab my pumpkin pie again and do a little bit of the words there. I was going to say, I hope I've got the words up the right way. I did. Thank the Lord I did, but I didn't really think about that when I did it. I was just like, oh yeah. And then I'm just going to ink up this gorgeous vine again and have it come in through here. So can you see how that just brings the inside of the card, the front of the card to the inside of the card once again? In the old days, you had, I'm reading Deanna's comment here, you had to do parties, but nowadays it's much easier with being able to order whenever you want online. Exactly, Deanna. And to tell you the truth, do you want to know something? I have never held a Stampin' Up! Online party ever. Sorry, I tell a lie. I did hold sort of a Stampin' Up! Party, but the reason being is I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, whether you ever cringe when someone says, oh, I'm having a lingerie party. Would you like to come and join me for my lingerie party? Or I'm having a Tupperware party. Would you like to come to my Tupperware party? I cringe because I think, oh my Lord, they want me to buy something. I don't really want to go. What can be the excuse? And I just stuck that in upside down. Oh, lucky I used my Tombow. Did you see that, everyone? I stuck it in upside down, but it's okay. I got it before it actually glued down. Whew, that was lucky. Okay, so I still need a little bit more oomph on the front of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some pearls. I think I'm just going to, with my Take a Pic tool, pop a few lovely little pearls around. And I think I only probably need 3. I think we'll be fine. Pearls aren't playing nice with me today. But there you have a super, super beautiful card using that color scheme with the Very Versailles as well. So that is card number 2, done and dusted. All right, card number 3. We are going to use, I'm going to put those aside so I know I've done that. We are going to use one of my favorite stamp sets, Positive Thoughts. Now, I want to tell you that I will be offering a free kit for any sales over $100 during May. I'm offering a free kit with this Positive Thoughts. Rose and I will be doing a video on it very soon. But I'll be offering a kit that you get 4 cards. If you order $100 or more with me during May, that is my present to you, is you get a kit and you get to make 4 of cards using this gorgeous stamp set. And honestly, it is one of my favorites. So I've done, I think I want to do a Night of Navy base with this one. All right, Night of Navy base. I'm thinking I might do those layers again, but I might use that and that and then Whisper White. What do you think? Some nice layers on the card. 29 great-grandchildren. Who's got 29 great-grandchildren? I've missed those comments. Oh, Deanna, she says, one of my sons is excited that I love to craft. I also do crocheting. I have 29 great-grandchildren and make a baby Afghan for one of them. Every year? Was that every year for one of them? Oh my God, Deanna, you would be very, very busy. Yes, I have 29 grandchildren and 17 of them are still not old enough to be married. Wow. You have a very good size family. All right, so I'm going to cut those borders down again. And I think I want this one to be, I don't know, a little bit littler, I think. So instead of, I'm going to go straight to 5 1/4 with my pumpkin pie level layer. 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. Who loves our new paper trimmer? Isn't it awesome? 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so we're going to do this one at 5 1/8 by 3 3/8. And that's going to give me that gorgeous little border once again. So we're going to have that nice small border. And then I'm thinking I'm going to do this one maybe at 4. I want a bigger border, I think. 4 7/8 by, hang on, and I'd work this out. 3/4 and 1, 3/4, 3 1/8. Sorry, I had to do my maths then to work out what that layer was going to be. So I want that to be a smaller layer, which it is. Look at that. Super, super cute. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to play around with this gorgeous Positive Thoughts stamp set. Okay, so I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to grunge up this background a little bit. So I think I'm going to use that. And I think I'm going to bring in a different mask this time. I might use that one just to, I don't know. Do I want to use that one? I like that one. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it all over. And I'm going to do it with the Pear Pizzazz. And I'm just going to use what's in there. Okay, so I just want a hint of this pattern all the way over. And I just moved my mask. But that's okay. That will do. All right. So then I want to stamp some of these. I love this. I'm going to stamp that beautiful leafy part. You'll get to know that I love these leafy bits with stamps. I just think they're great for doing accents on your card. So I think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to use it with the Night of Navy. That and that. Okay. I really have no idea what I'm about to do here, but we will go with it. Okay. You've worn out 3 blades already and you have 5 waiting for your cutting. You love using the masks, Margaret. So do I. I love them. I just think it actually just makes a background in a card. Okay, so we have that cute butterfly. We have this gorgeous flower stamp. I'm not actually sure what I'm doing here yet, but we will go with the flow. Okay, so I think what I want to do is, first of all, I want to do this in Night of Navy. And I'm thinking I want to go just in the corners, but I'm going to do my usual trick that I do one generation, another one, and another one. Just like that. You know, thinking I might do something a little bit different here. Once again, I'm winging it. Okay, that, and that, and that. Okay, so we're going to have that. And I think I want a little bit stamped off and just there. Yes, yes. Happy with that. Real quick and easy way to add background, and small or large, exactly. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to take that grotty piece of paper away so that we can concentrate on what we've got here. All right. Now, I need to fold up this stamp. Before I've got things everywhere. I start off with a clean desk and wow, it just goes crazy. All right, let's start layering some layers up here. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to layer these layers up while I have a bit of a thought process about what I'm going to do next. I really have no thought process at the moment, so I'll just layer these layers up while I think about what I'm going to do on that card. Okay, so we've got those gorgeous layers there like that. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is a pumpkin pie flower. think I'm going to do a pumpkin pie flower here. I'm going to do a bit of die cutting, I think. Pumpkin pie flower. And then I think I'm going to stamp the cute little butterfly on a piece of Whisper White. And I think I'm going to stamp the butterfly in Night of Navy. Okay, so I'm going to do a Night of Navy butterfly. I'm going to do maybe a Pear Pizzazz leafy thing. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. So I need to clean that off. Now you're knowing that I am definitely winging this because I'm just going with the flow of what I think I might need to do, but we will see how we go. Okay, so stamp that off and we'll use our Pear Pizzazz. I'm going to ink that up and I'm going to stamp that there like that. Teresa says she did an upside down live yesterday. That's keeping it real. It is, Teresa. And you just need to turn your phone around the opposite way. But it's okay. Maybe people were turning their computers upside down to watch you. That's what makes it real, Teresa. That's it, isn't it? All right. So this actually has some framelits that goes with it. They were our coordination products. So I'm going to tease you at the moment and use these, but they will be available in our new catalog. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and that, I think. And I'm going to bring in my Big Shot machine and hopefully it's going to fit in the screen. I don't know whether it will or not. Bear with me while I just grab it. I'm hoping it will fit in the screen here. Yeah, not bad. Okay. So I'm going to cut those two out. Now our framelits are really, really good as far as lining up. They're easy to see where you can line up. So you really just need to get the pattern of everything looking exactly right. Now I've got to get the antennas in here. So I tend to pop it up a little bit to get the antennas and then bring it down, making sure I've got antennas on both sides. And probably, seeing it's a live video today, I will probably cut this crooked as it is a little bit hard to get in here and see exactly where it needs to be. But that looks pretty good. We're just going to go with it. Today, the saying is, it is what it is. So I know for you people overseas, it's Anzac Day for you today. It was our Anzac Day yesterday. So who in Australia got out and stood on their driveway? Oh, I need to cut out something else. Sorry, I got that out of the way and I need to cut out my little cute little fern piece. And I don't know what color fern piece I want to have. I'm not sure whether I want it in blue or whether I want it in I don't know whether I want it in blue or whether I want it in Pear Pizzazz or I want it in pumpkin pie. So I'm going to do one of each just to try and work out what color I want this feather to be in. So we'll do one in this color. And my butterfly is so not cut very well, but we will go with it this morning. So I'm going to do one of the pumpkin pie. Can you see that? Can you see how gorgeous that is? Look at the detail on that. I love the way it cuts and embosses at the same time. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Pear Pizzazz. And I'm probably going to do a Night of Navy one and I'll work out which one I actually want to use. So this is the thought process. Put one of each on it. Yeah, I could. So see, Jenny, the thought process is going through the brain. And I'll grab a Night of Navy and we'll pop a Night of Navy one on there. That. And I've got Night of Navy here. Ooh, I've got a big piece of Night of Navy. I don't want to do that. Have I got any here? No. Will it fit on that piece? Maybe we're not going to do a Night of Navy one. I don't know whether it's going to fit on that piece, but I'm going to try it. Because I'm such a Scrooge. I don't want to use a whole big piece of Night of Navy for it. If it doesn't work on this one, it doesn't work. It might mean that we're not going to have a Night of Navy one, but we'll see how we go. Oh, I think it worked. Oh, good. I think it worked. Okay. My butterfly is super, super bad the way I've cut it out. So please don't take any notice of the way my butterfly is cut out. Super, super bad. I needed to put it down. I had that feeling with the antennas. I had the feeling I needed to put it down lower, and I should have. But it's okay. All right. Let's see what we have here now. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm on my last card, but you're welcome to go back and watch the beginning. Okay, so we have this gorgeous leaf, which I think can go that way. We have our butterfly that I've cut out very, very badly, so please don't cut out the butterfly like that. Oh, it's okay, Margaret. Your color challenge card was gorgeous. And we have quite a few of these leaves, which they don't look too bad, you know. And then I could put my sentiment over the top and cover up where they're all, what are you thinking? Is it, oh, and then my butterfly is like, do you think it's too much with the 3 feathers, or do we just need 2? Because we're covering up our flower. Thinking we might just need 2. And I might actually stick my butterfly in the middle. Ooh, that's looking pretty. And then pop my sentiment on the bottom. What do you think? Just trim around it, the top of it. Nah, it's all right. I'll leave it the way it is. It's card making. It's okay. We don't have to be perfect. All right. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good. What do you think, everyone? The 2 leaves or the 3 leaves? We could maybe pop a leaf coming down through here and then pop our sentiment on the top. That could look good. Leave out the Night of Navy. 2 looks good, says Lisa. And if everyone's wondering who Lisa is, the Stamping Zoo is Lisa. You love the way I used the scraps for the feathers. Well, that blue one just got out of that little strip, didn't it? Like, that's quite amazing. All right, so we need a strip of cardstock because we need to stamp our sentiment. So I've got, now these are just my offcuts of my, just my offcuts of when I cut my layers. And hopefully that's going to be big enough to have, sending you positive thoughts and feel-good wishes, because I think that is a beautiful saying at the moment. So we'll use that one. Everyone's saying 2. I've got one person, Karen, saying 3. Lisa incognito, I know, but see, Lisa, I know who you are. There's no hiding with me. All right, I'm going to stamp the sentiment while we work out whether we want 3 feathers or 2. All right. So I'm just going to stamp that in the middle because I don't really know exactly where I want that to be. I don't know whether I want it. Oh, and there's my head in the camera again. So sorry, everyone. There you go. Sending positive thoughts and feel-good wishes. All right. Now, I'm thinking that's going to sit over. I'm still covering up all of that flower. Once I put my sentiment in there, I'm covering up all that flower. Can I do them up higher? that I can see that flower poking out. Oh, yes. And so I can see the flower poking out from underneath. That's going to work. That looks better because I want to see my flower. Although I could always stamp another flower down in the corner here. This is your favorite stamp set, Gail, this year. I know. It's a beautiful stamp set. Look, I love it. It was one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. I was so super excited that it was going through. All right, so I'm just going to start gluing things down. So I'm just going to pull these apart. I'm going to glue this one down first. Actually, I'm going to glue this layer down first. Glue that down onto my Pear Pizzazz layer with my liquid glue, like that. And see how I've got a bit bigger border on the Pear Pizzazz. So I've got a fine border on the pumpkin pie, but a bigger border on the Pear Pizzazz. And we will pop some glue on the back of this one. And I'm just going to pop, you're going to think I'm crazy here, but I'm just going to pop a dimensional up on that top section there. And you're going to think, why is she popping one part of it up and the other part glued down? It just makes it feel like it's popping up off the page, but I still want to keep it flat to be able to put my sentiment over the top. So this is a way that we can cheat. I'm going to pop that right up in that top corner as far as I can go. But can you see that? Can you see how? I'll hold it up here a little bit. Can you see how it just pops up off the page a little bit? So it gives it a bit of dimension, but it's still sitting flat where I need to pop all the rest of my elements on. Okay, so I'm thinking that one there, and I'm thinking that one just there. And my sentiment's going to go over the top there, and then the butterfly is going to sit up in the middle. So that's looking good. Do you think we need this green one down here? Do we need the Pear Pizzazz one or not? I don't mind the Pear Pizzazz one there underneath it. Yes to Pear Pizzazz or no to Pear Pizzazz? You really need to get some Pear Pizzazz, Liz. Do you? It's a colour that was always my go-to colour. And then we got Granny Apple Green, and Granny Apple Green was just a little bit brighter. But the Pear Pizzazz, I used to like it more than the Old Olive. Old Olive, the stamp set, Jenny, is Positive Thoughts. This one here. So it's in our mini catalogue. And then, yeah, I don't know. I went to Granny Apple Green. Now I've gone back to Pear Pizzazz. With this challenge, I'm like, Jen and I are saying we know she's crazy. Aren't we all crazy? That's it. No more stamping, gets too busy. So I've got yes. No, I'm not going to stamp anymore. Yes, yes. So I do need the green Pear Pizzazz layer. I think it's pretty cute, or without. I feel like it just puts a bit of Pear Pizzazz into there. I'm going to go with it, people. You may disagree, but I'm going to go with it. All right, so a bit of glue on my Night of Navy leaf. And I don't mind that it's going to stick out here a little bit because we're going to have room with our base. All right, and then our pumpkin pie one going that way. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with my sentiment layer here. I'm just going to cut it at an angle. And that just makes it a little bit different on your card. Can you see that? How different it looks rather than just the square, like the rectangle going across. Everyone's saying with. Okay, so I'm definitely going to go with it. I think the green one needs to be down there too. I agree. All right, so I'm going to do that down through there. I then think I'm going to use some of my thread again because I think it needs a little bit of oomph in behind it. So I'm going to use my double-sided tape, tear and tape. Okay, so any of the products that I'm using in my crafting today, except for the framelets for this stamp set can be purchased through my online store. So if you live in Australia, I would love to earn your business. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to get on my catalog mail out list, it's as simple as placing a small order and I will definitely send you a catalog when I get my brand new catalogs in the mail. I will be ordering my catalogs on the 5th of May. So as soon as I get them in my hot little hands, they will be getting readdressed and back out to everybody as quick as I can. All right, so, the thread has gone really wild here today, but that's okay. We don't mind wild. I've got ends coming out everywhere. I don't know why. I've got like, oh, and you know what? I'm going to go again. It's probably all going to knot up, but I'm going to try going again. Hopefully it won't knot up. No, it didn't knot up. That's all right. I'll just wrap it around because I lost hold of the end when I was first doing it. Oh, it's not good out there today, Jenny? Is it not? The weather's not good? Our weather's beautiful here. Lovely sunny day. All right, so I'm just going to pop that on the back of my sentiment layer like that. And if I've got any ends, I'm going to poke them around and stick them into that double-sided tape. That one needs to stick in there. Go there. Okay. All good. So that's giving me, oh yes, I must say, I'm very happy with that. Okay, dimensionals. Liz, are you used to work near where Jenny lives? Is that right, Liz? And Karen saying that she has a crappy day in, how do I say that, where you live? Butchers Marsh? But I don't know. Karen, I've probably just massacred the name of where you lived, but anyway. Fern Tree Gully, isn't that, is that a massive industrial area too, Jenny? Because I know that my hairdressing products come from Fern Tree Gully. The hairdressing company has like a major warehouse there. Okay, so I'm thinking that looks cute. So I'm going to pop that one up on a dimensional. So Sharon's saying it's sunny where she is. So what are you all doing to keep yourself sane in this social distancing? What are you all doing to keep yourself sane? Is it your craft that's keeping you sane? Is it watching crazy people like me craft that keeps you sane? What is it that's keeping you sane in this social distancing? I was only talking to my oldest daughter the other day, and she was saying how it's just such a weird, eerie feeling because it's like everything's been put on hold. Like their schooling's been put on hold, her uni work has been put on hold. I mean, my family are all still going out to work, so they're fortunate enough that they've kept their jobs, which, I mean, it's fortunate and unfortunate in one respect for the simple fact it's scary that they're going out into the general public every day. That scares me. But I'm so super glad that they're all still working and they're all still employed. So that that's one blessing that we have. You never would have thought of using these colours, Beth. I know. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for giving us this colour challenge. And so I put it into my birthday group. So there's quite a few of you that are in my birthday group that are on here watching me today. And it's the challenge for the week is to do this. And I'll pop another one up and another colour challenge after this one because I'm going to draw some winners today from the birthday group for some prizes. So if you're in my birthday group and you're watching, stay tuned because I will be drawing some winners. All right, so we've got that. I'm thinking that's looking really pretty. All right, so I'm now going to do the insert for the card. So I'm going to do the same similar thing. I'm going to bring in that gorgeous mask. I'm still going to use, I don't know what I did with the makeup brush that I was using. Is that it? No, that's not it. Did I put it back? I don't know what I did with the makeup brush that I was using. I don't think that's it, but I suppose we can use it. Or was that it? Let me see. I'll just see if there's any color in this. No, no color in that one. Is there color in this one? No, no color in that one. Well, I dare say I probably put it back, but I'll be using a different one this time. But that's okay. So, someone asked me the other day, how do I wash them? I don't actually wash them. I just use different colors and that's how I go with it. Oh, and I used a different mask on the front, but that's okay. Oops. This is definitely winging it. All right. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to ink it up in the Night of Navy. I'm just going to do a nice little leaf coming in. I think maybe just in that corner. I need my scrap paper again. Okay, so I'm just going to ink that up and just in that corner. Okay, that is it. I'm not going to do anything else to that insert. I think that's totally okay. And Vicky's probably going to tell me that I should be doing envelopes for all of these cards, but you know, I'm not in the envelope mood today. I don't know what it is. I'm just not in that mood. I'm happy to do the color challenge. I'm having a great time with this color challenge, but I'm just not in the mood for doing the envelopes. But I would probably do a similar thing to that on the envelope. Okay, so we definitely need to bling that up. We need some pearls on our beautiful butterfly because it can't have a body without some pearls on that body. And then, of course, we need to pop some pearls around because it's super, super cute that we can. So because we can, we will. Is anyone else like that with embellishments? Yeah, why not? Let's embellish away. I think that's the sign of an avid crafter, isn't it? Maybe one there and maybe another one. Oh, just there. How's that? And you know what? Just to finish it off, one of my favorite techniques, just to finish it off, I've got everything out of the way. I'm going to squeeze a little bit. I'm going to grab one of my take a pictures. I'm going to squeeze a little bit into the barrel of my, and I think that's nearly out, my Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to spritz the front of that card. And beware, this spritzing goes everywhere. But I'm not sure whether you can see that. It gives you a gorgeous, glimmery, glitzy, oh yeah, there you go, you can see it there. It just gives a beautiful shimmer all the way over. Liz says she thinks she bought everything retiring. And you know what, Linda's saying that she went to the podiatry yesterday, freedom for 15 to 20 minutes. I went out and had some doctor's tests on Friday and I was thinking the same thing, you know, freedom for a little while, getting out of the house. Wow. Do you know, I've just decided that I'm looking at that and I'm thinking it needs some pearls on the body of the butterflies. So I'm just bringing back in the cards that we've done today. And I'm just going to bling this up a little bit with a couple of pearls on the body of the butterflies, which I think that's going to just finish off that card beautifully. Because we all love a little bit of bling, don't we? All right, so there. So if this is the first time that you've actually watched me craft live before, please feel free to type it into the comments and let me know that it's your first time, because I love knowing when it's people's first time watching. So don't be scared to type it into the comments. And please, please subscribe to my channel. You will find the subscription button just down in that bottom right-hand corner. And don't forget to turn on the bell notification as well. And I'll just flip back to myself just for a little bit of chatting. So hopefully you all enjoyed that crafting session today. Once again, my name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. Now, some of those items, the Pop of Petals, stamp set and punch, will be leaving us. So it's on the retirement list at the moment. So the end of year closeout special that we have up to 60% off some of our selected items that will be retiring, and some of our items that are actually still in our mini catalog are reduced as well. If you caught my video yesterday, the beautiful, seriously the best stamp, the card kit and the stamp is massively reduced. It's like $80 worth for $42.25, I think it works out. So Gail, all you need to do is to email me. So Gail's saying that she wants to get a catalog. So anyone that would like a catalog, you can place a small order with me online, and you can also email me your details. Email me your address, and I would be happy to pop one. If you live in Australia, I'd be happy to pop one in the post for you. So my email address is, you'll find it in all of my YouTube videos down in the show more box. It's bejeweled01@gmail.com. So BEJEWELLED01@gmail.com, or you can call me on my mobile, which is 0421725015. And if you want to place an order, you just have to go to donnagray.stampinup.net and place your orders. I would really appreciate your online orders. If you're thinking about joining, now is an awesome time. Any of those special products that are on sale at the moment, you can pop into a starter kit. I had a new person join my team yesterday. I've spoke to another lady again today that's joining today, and I'm super excited to be inviting more people into my World Heart Crafters group. So if you're interested in joining, you can join just as a discount shopper. You can get 20% discount on all of your items. And the big bonus is if you join right now, on the 5th of May, you can actually order things out of the brand new catalog. And if you join today, you can actually see the brand new catalog in a PDF version in our demonstrator portal. So if you're interested in joining, please don't hesitate to give me a call as well. So everybody have a lovely end of the weekend. I hope that everybody has remembered our Anzacs. So as I said, thank you to all of the people that risk their lives to save our country and keep our country safe. And thank you to all of those first line people that are working, the doctors, the nurses, the ambulance people, the people that are delivering our packages, like everybody that is actually going out into the world and working at the moment. Please stay safe. Please stay well. And until next time, I will be trying to do, I think I'm going to try and do a Facebook Live each night, if I can, if it will work, if my internet will let me. So I'm going to probably just do a casing the catalog over on Facebook. So if you haven't liked or followed my Facebook page, you may want to jump on over to Donna Gray Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator on Facebook and find me over there. There will be a link as well to my business page down in the comments, I think, down in the show more. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for hanging in with me for, an hour and 21 minutes. So that wasn't too bad, but we've made some gorgeous cards. Like, as you can see, this color combination is a stunning, that one's not too good, stunning color combination. Using these beautiful stamp set. The very Versailles is going through to our new catalog, thank the Lord. And so is this one, the Positive Thoughts. And this one sadly will be leaving us, our gorgeous Pop of Petals. So hopefully I've inspired you today, and hopefully you've had a lovely time watching. So thank you everyone. If you're watching this back later on, please feel free to share back onto Facebook. That really helps me and helps my business, helps me find more customers. So thank you everybody. And until next time, have a lovely weekend.